It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Black Knights and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
A celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the London Black Knights and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started, and we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Wilson being chased out left.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Cohen. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Well, this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield steps away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right.
Over time, it used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. It starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Mayfield looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Baker Mayfield, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Over the middle to Beckham. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Wilson will throw again. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Black Knights are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And it's a pretty good return here, so we'll get this up to the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be...
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to Mixon on second down. And just shutting him off there. Fighting through it. He's got space. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away. And now we get into the second. A lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Chase. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Wilson. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Slayton. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. And what a big-time play there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, it's Mixon. Shoves him aside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown! Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive, 4 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. They'll roll him out right. They're going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Saints extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Wilson. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On third down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Catch made by Slayton. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.